think we are live, and we are one day later than what we normally are, but we are doing our review of the Walking Dead Daryl Dixon season 3, episode 6.
Coming to
Correct?
you live from the void.
From the void, live from the void. So episode 6, Contrabando. Which, for anyone that does not know,
I don't know.
They're Spanish.
it is Spanish for smuggling, and I did not just look that up.
What?
Ow.
It's for smuggling?
No,
That's yep.
I thought
is
it's for
for-
contraband.
That's what I thought. I mean, that kind of makes sense. You would contraband would be something that you would probably try to smuggle in. So, anyways, there was a lot that happened in this episode. It was a longer episode. Some good, some not so good.
All right.
But we're going to discuss. So the first thing that I think was of note was the Alcazar. I think is how you say their name. Dude was found
Alcazar.
inside. What?
I don't know how to say their name.
Alcazar.
Well, it's the dude was found inside the dude that Daryl had.
Killed off in episode 2, 1.
Yeah, when he didn't push him into the pit, but he definitely did not help him up either. There
I
was
didn't push him in. But
I didn't push him in. I just cut his fingers off when he was trying to get. Yeah, I mean basically. No.
Bystander.
So Daryl did this to this dude, right? And that is one of the first things that I wrote down in my notes as we were watching. I'm kind of surprised it took them this long to notice that.
Well, they probably just figured out the fact that those are the people.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know how they didn't notice that before. I figured that they would have. What?
That's also a pit of walkers, though, so it probably took a while.
Yeah, maybe.
I came back from the void.
All right,
Water.
let's.
I
Okay.
need some water. That's all.
So that is, and I'm still, like I said, I'm kind of surprised it took them as long as they did. I wonder if Fede is now going to try and turn those people against Daryl and Carol. I mean, obviously they're already against them because we'll get to it in a minute. But Daryl full on attack.
They're American. They're so racist.
Well, I wonder if Fede is going to try to have in order to get back in their good graces, if he's going to try to turn Daryl and Carol over to them for something. What do you guys think? Is there going to be any more development as far as that point goes with the dude being found there? What do you think is going to happen?
Don't remember.
You don't remember what you think is going to happen?
I knew what I thought was going to happen. I just don't remember what I thought that I knew was going to happen.
Oh, okay. Well, we can move on from that point. That was kind of what?
I am me for my reasons.
Yes. The next thing, what did you guys think about Fede having the picture of Antonio's wife that he seemed to hold on to? It reminded me of the Wolverine meme. He's laying there holding the picture, and then you see his hand on the picture, and they'll do something like that. That's what it reminded me of. Is that picture? He felt something, right? So, do you think there's what do you guys think? Was there jealousy there, or was there something else there, or?
He took his girl.
They were actually like, yeah. I was gonna say it's on the vibe.
He took his girl.
They
You
were
may
like
wanna.
both like, they're like, I want her. And then the other one was like, no, I want her. And then they're both like fighting over her, and that's where
They actually got into a boxing
that's where
match.
their feud comes in.
That could be because it
But
never
then
actually.
again, also that can also be where the feud comes in because Antonio got killed.
So
Kinda.
they've said that they were feuding, but they have not yet said what the feud is actually about, have they? Or am I just forgetting that?
They haven't.
Okay, so I would bet that's what it is then. They both had feelings for her, and Fede is holding it against Antonio because Antonio got her killed.
Actually, they went in a boxing match. That's how his face is messed up like that. They punched him so hard.
I don't think that was the thing.
I'm pretty sure they did.
Now I did put down as another possible thing that maybe Fede was Roberto's real father, but I don't think that's the case anymore. And I wrote that down in the middle of the episode as we were watching it, but as the episode progressed on, I feel confident that that's not the
Is
case.
Antonio Roberto's father?
Yeah. So when we were watching this, I got the names mixed up, and so we were like, I told them like, I said, guys, what if Antonio is Roberto's real father? And they're like, yeah, that's not a surprise. We already know that. And I'm like, no, Fede. And so, yeah, I was confused. So we have that. We have Roberto being poisoned.
Yeah.
That was a big thing.
That kind of made me shift.
Why did you look into the camera whenever you said that? So
I'm
most
sorry.
of us.
I was
For
I was
dramatic
hoping I could
effect.
see you guys over there. I'm trying to focus on you, the viewer.
Yeah, he
That
doesn't
was
get
a
to look
big
just at
thing.
his screen. He has to look at his camera because it's
Trying
off.
to focus on the viewers.
I'm sure they appreciate that. So
Crap, that was close.
that was something that kind of shifted me off of the idea that Fede was his real father, because I think that would not have probably happened if that was the case.
I bet
Or
it
even
was lame.
if Fede thought that he was the real father, I don't think that probably would have happened. But
It was still
looking at that, did you guys expect it to go quite that far? That Fede would be trying to poison Roberto?
I did not expect him to go to poisoning him.
Yeah,
I mean, it could be
Also,
Antonio.
the poor cat.
yeah, that's just a cat.
So, viewers, I'm sorry. This guy up here, yeah, he's just convinced like cats are like demonic.
What guy?
Down there.
That guy. Oh, that guy.
Cats are of the devil. They are.
I don't think you can
plain and
really
simple.
prove that.
Remember the sequel to All Dogs Go to Heaven?
Tell you what, TGK, if I am wrong, I will admit that I'm wrong if you simply say cats are not of the devil right now.
Say it right now.
Okay, it's over.
Cats
You
are
didn't
not
say
the
it.
devil.
No, okay, back on topic. Yes, the cat got into the poison, and that was Carol's giveaway when she walked out. She was going to get aspirin for Roberto, and she saw the cat. So that I think was a big clue.
Just in case you're wondering, the cat got poisoned because the cat kept on eating Roberto's food.
Yeah, the dog wouldn't do that. Actually, a dog would do
No,
that.
the
Never
dog
mind.
would
The dog would 100%.
The dog would do
that.
it more than the
Dog
cat.
would be in all of it.
Yeah. Okay, so Roberto is poisoned. Very. I don't think there's any way around it that it was Fede. So
It
that
could be Antonio.
I don't think it's Antonio.
I'm just thinking Darth Vader cut off Luke's hand. And
Yeah,
their
it's be a
father
little
inside.
different. That would be quite the plot twist, though. It wouldn't really make sense, but that would be quite the plot twist.
No, I am your father.
So,
you poisoned the cat and it tried to poison me.
so what if then? I don't know why. Why would I guess maybe just because his love interest is gone now. But I was gonna say, if he really wanted to, well, I guess he probably could have done it with just sent both of them away if they were wanting to leave anyways, rather than sending her to be one of the brides and then trying to poison him. He could have just sent them away, and maybe that's just like he didn't think about that in the moment. He was just trying to act quickly.
Right now,
but-
he probably thought they would have lived.
Well, yeah, they would have lived, but they would have gone to America. It's not like they're gonna call and tell people. Like they'd either die in the ocean on the way to America, or they'd make it to America, and he would most likely never see them again. So I think I don't know. He's probably just in the moment. He's didn't really think about it. It was just rushing to try to get it done. Got her shipped off, and then got
Shipped off back where she belongs.
yeah, and then got him
She back where she
poisoned
belongs.
when he started to actually look like he was recovering. Decided to poison him. Okay. After the poisoning, this was a very cool thing. And I remember when we saw it, I had a thought instantly that if someone just like takes out one section of that wall, the whole thing is gone. And then that ends up happening in the show. But the moat of walkers,
Mm-hmm.
that was a cool idea.
At first, I
Um,
thought you said the boat of walkers, and I was very
There's
confused.
walkers on a cruise.
Yeah, it was a cruise of walkers. You had to be a walker to get on.
the ocean.
Go with the flow.
So I don't remember which one of you it was, but one of you said that should have been something that the kingdom had.
Wait.
The moat of walkers.
Oh yeah, that's me.
Okay, that's what I thought. But no, that was a cool idea because then, I mean, more than just like having a natural barrier there or something, it increases the chance that someone's going to die trying to cross. Because it's not just like water or something that you fall into and then you can climb out of. Like you fall in there, you're done.
I want
There's
to
no-
moat of grizzly bears.
There's no coming back from that. So that was an interesting thing we haven't seen yet. I mean, I guess you could maybe kind of count what the Saviors did similar, but it was still different. They had the walkers on the fence. It wasn't like a full-on moat of
That was
walkers.
in like the savior. That was in like the sanctuary's backyard.
Well, that was like the main entrance. You sure?
Yeah, because their main entrance wasn't it where Rick and all of them pulled up with the cars.
Yeah, that's where they had the walkers on the
No.
fence.
Where Rick pulled up, it was just like empty gravel. Just empty gravel like parking area.
I don't think so. I think you're misremembering because they had to take out the fence with the vehicle to let all the walkers in.
No, those are two different spots. I watched that scene. I've had to watch that scene multiple times for stuff.
Okay,
For what
maybe,
stuff, huh?
Doubt.
maybe I'm remembering it wrong.
For what stuff, huh?
I just said I can't go into detail about it.
We'll agree to disagree for right now. But either way, it still wasn't quite the same thing. It was just the walkers on the fence. It wasn't a full-on moat of walkers. So it was still different, and I think a really cool idea that I had not really ever considered before. And I think it was interesting to see it actually played out there. The next, I've got two more points, and the last one is kind of
Goofy.
not really goofy. Maybe it will be unpopular, but the first of the two, I called their plan for how they were going to take out the the group when they couldn't take them all head on. I said when we were watching it, I said they'll take the guards first, and then they'll do it, which is what they ended up doing. And I'm I feel like it was just poor execution, or maybe poor execution on the people that are not Daryl. Like everybody else did a bad job except for the one chick who ended up dying. What was her name? I don't know. She was only in there for like 7 seconds, but she ended up getting attacked by walkers. But her and Daryl did what they were supposed to do, how they're supposed to do it, and they did well.
Can we also point out how whenever she was getting, like, she was fighting them off, and once a single walker gets like hear her, she's just gives up. She had she blew up a wall with a rocket launcher. She probably has knives and stuff on her, but she's like, nah, I'm done. Just eat me already.
She did kind of seem to give up early. I'll agree with that. I think that was kind of weird too.
She's that one character in the movie that gives up right before they end up surviving.
I know why she gave up. She ain't Rick Grimes. That's why. If she was Rick Grimes, she wouldn't have given up.
That's probably true.
What about Nick 30?
No. No. Anyways, yeah, I thought that was a cool plan, a good idea, well thought out, and maybe kind of goes against what we've talked about before with I said we had a short before where Daryl does his best ideas or his best thinking and gets his best ideas when he's on his own. This was actually a pretty good one, and he wasn't on his own. Now, he didn't have people he was super close with.
Maybe we were wrong because we were told on that short to repent because Jesus is coming.
Maybe that's probably what he's talking about. We need to repent because that was a terrible idea, or terrible thing to say. But
who's choking you?
I don't know.
So to the final point, and we'll kind of end on this, and I feel like we can probably discuss this actually for a little bit. Paz is kind of a dumb character, and by kind of I mean completely a dumb character.
Tell me about it.
He's the reason why the walkerwall.org was blown up to smithereens.
Yes, 100%.
Walker.org.
Okay, so I get here's a difference between Rick, who is a true hero, and Paz. Okay, so they both were in situations where they had to make a decision about someone that they had feelings for, right? Paz pushes the one chick so that she shoots the rocket into the wall, and then
pushes the person who's holding a rocket launcher.
Yes.
Not just a simple little pew pew pistol. No. Yes. A rocket launcher.
And so the person they want to kill gets away. The person that Paz wants to save is lost with them. And the person that she pushed died. And then once they got done, she was like, "Oh, I'm so sad they are gone." And trying to hug people and stuff we lost a good friend. Yeah, because you're stupid. That's why you lost a good friend.
Sounds like a skill issue on her end.
Now, by comparison, let's look at Rick. Specifically, when they're in Alexandria and they get overrun, the wolves come in and the walkers are everywhere, and they have to get covered in the walker guts and stuff to go out. And what's his face? The one kid, I can't remember his name.
Ron Weasley.
Ron. Yeah, not Roy.
Was it Ron?
Yeah.
What was the older brother's name?
Oh, Ron was the older one. The younger one was Sam.
Sam, that's it. Yeah. So Sam, in the middle of the walker horde, mom, no.
That's what Sam did in the middle of the horde.
So then the walkers start getting him, Then the walkers start attacking Jesse. And what
The
does
walkers
Rick
attack
do?
you?
Huh?
Other
Oh,
Jesse, female Jesse. What does Rick
Sword
do?
Lord?
What does
no.
Rick
He's
do?
going to punch you.
Continue.
What does Rick do in that moment?
Nothing.
He
gets
cuts
a little
her
jig
hand
on him.
off.
He's a little jig.
He uses the machete and he completely cuts her arm off.
Kept it as a fine
Like, there
addition to his collection.
There was no trying to. Now I get it's a little different because he was saving Carl in the moment, but it was his love
But he also
interest.
did have a little crushy crush on Jesse.
Well, I mean, it was his
He
love
did.
interest, and he had gone through a lot to try to make that relationship work. I mean, he ended up
He
killing.
literally took her hand in marriage.
Yeah, well, not in marriage and death,
Not
but
marriage. In death.
Till death do us part.
but I think that shows a difference between someone who is a good character who can think on their feet and can make a sacrifice for the betterment of the rest of the people there, and someone who is not thinking on their feet very well. They're not a good character. They're hot-headed and they make stupid decisions. I
So you
think
telling me if TGK starts falling off a cliff, I have to sacrifice my bag of Cheetos?
What?
regular or flaming hot.
Regular.
Okay, yes.
Come on. I gotta save him rather than the flaming hot Cheetos. Not
So-
the flaming hot, regular.
So I think up to this point, I've not really had much an opinion on Paz's character.
Pez dispenser. No one really cares about Pez dispenser until this episode.
Yeah, I mean,
Dispenser proves that she stinks.
she was just like there in the background. Like she wasn't really a major role in anything.
I'm sure she had some parts, but like most of it was her having her little crushy crush.
It was all small until this episode, and then she finally steps up, and it's terrible.
Maybe she should have stayed in that background.
Everything that this episode built up towards, she completely ruined in
Girlie
one
pulls
moment.
up on Daryl, says, "I thought you could use a tour guide." No, I
Daryl-
don't need one.
Yeah, Daryl probably would have figured out a way to do it on his own if she wasn't there.
Daryl
She-
suggested not going to meet her friends, even though she's like, "Oh no, come on, you'll love them. We need their help anyways."
Which they would have helped. The plan would have worked if she hadn't ruined it. So, I don't know. We only have one episode left. What do you guys think? I mean, besides obviously we saw like the trailer and the what's coming up next stuff. What are you guys expecting to see in this last episode of season 3? TGK
Hot dogs.
hot dogs.
Among Us twerking.
I think we may get to finally open those hot dogs.
You think so?
Also, on the Walking Dead Daryl Dixon thing that plays at the end of the episode while you're watching on AMC.
Yeah.
Next episode looks big.
Yeah, it does. It looks, there's a lot of stuff. It looks like they packed into one episode. We don't know for sure. This episode was a little bit longer, about 10 minutes longer than a normal episode. So I don't know if the next episode is going to be even longer. I hope it is, especially if they have content to make it longer. I hope it's longer. I don't want them to make it longer just to make it longer, but we'll see. Hopefully they actually do some more with it, and yeah. So I think that is all. Unless you guys have anything else you wanted to bring up to discuss, no. Okay, that'll be it for this one. Look forward to some point. Well, the finale next week. We'll be back to our normal Sunday night. Some point this week, we are going to do a recap of The Last Frontier. The first 2 episodes came out the same day. We have not had a chance to watch it yet. We had some family come down, and so we're spending time with them. But we are going to get those watched and get a review out before episode 3 comes out on the Friday of this week. So be looking for that as well. It looks like a very, very good show. We're very, very excited for it. But that'll all be coming up soon. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let us know if there's something we missed in this episode that you thought was good, or something we thought was good that you thought was bad, or if you think that Paz is a good character. Let us know how wrong you are in the comments, and we will let you know that she is not. She is a terrible character. I would venture to say, as far as characters that are played up to be good but are actually bad, she is like
Number one.
either the top of that list or one of the top of that list in all of the Walking Dead universe. So, yeah, that's it. And never forget,